welcome to the first episode of the lab. Today's character will be Hwoarang. A very annoying character indeed. He's a very offensive character. He thrives off of pressure, keeping your opponent guessing through various stances. Very annoying stances. Most of his stances can be stepped. His strengths are he's very good with pressure, has very strong mix-ups, has decent homing moves, and a very, very high damage output. Some of his weaknesses are he cannot take being pressured by characters like Law, Miguel, so forth. Has very risky offense, and he has to overcommit when he comes down to his Flamingo stances. Some of his key moves, what I mean by key moves are moves that I often see in ranked match, player match, and online in general. Peacekeeper is definitely one of them. One of the most annoying moves that Hwoarang's used to get in the neutral game, but can be stepped and can be launched for. On block, his turn is actually over, but a lot of Hwoarangs like to follow with backlash. Plasma Blade, another move that a lot of Hwoarangs like to use out of nowhere. It's -17, can be launched on block, can be sidestepped easily to the right. I don't understand why people just throw this out for no reason, but they do anyway. But here you go, this is how you punish it. If you see this, send them in the air, and if they keep doing it, send them in the air and get that free range. I wouldn't advise abusing this move at all. This move will get you killed, unless only you see a whiff punish. Forward 3, it's less common, but I do see Hwoarang try to use it on Oki, but you can sidestep it either way. It's very linear. Again, not a move I would try to abuse in neutral. Backlash, to the bane of everybody's existence. A move that has caused a lot of rage. It's a power crush, it's a homing, and it's a high. You can duck it, but trying to punish it would be extremely hard. I would go for an 11 frame punisher, like a wild standing forward. Or I would try to jab into it. You would be able to block it and recover still. I wouldn't try to attack after blocking that though. I believe he's plus. I'm not going to say for sure because I don't know, but I do believe he's plus. Down 3-4. Another very common move that a lot of Hwoarang try to use to open you up. Easily sidestep to the right. Very annoying tool. It leads into his left, right foot forward, no, right Flamingo stance. From there, he can go into mids, power crushes, etc. Right foot forward stance, forward 3-4. At all costs, you have to duck this. If you do not, you will eat a lot of damage. He gets a guaranteed follow-up, back 2-4, and if it wall splats you, it's a combo that you don't want to eat. Again, this character does monstrous damage. I would not advise taking that. If you can, duck it and punish him for it. This move is very, very risky against a person that knows the matchup. Left Flamingo stance, which you will see most Hwoarangs in most of the time in neutral. This stance has a lot of options, so let's start with the most common. Left Flamingo stance, 3-4. You can obviously sidestep it to the right, but if you just happen to block it, you can duck the second hit. Even if you get hit, if you're not pressing buttons and it's not a counter hit, you can duck. I wouldn't advise trying to punish it, though I would try to start my offense, so I would go for like a simple low, or maybe a wild standing forward, something safe. Can't recover out of it, so, and it leaves him in right Flamingo stance after it, so be cautious. Most of his options in left Flamingo stance will be stepped to the right. Keep that in mind. Same thing with his left Flamingo stance down 3-4. Another move that a lot of Hwoarangs use to open you up again, just like you saw in the neutral game earlier in the key move section. By all means, if you block the first hit, duck the second hit. I would try to fuzzy guard this situation, the 1-2 into the Flamingo stance. I would try to fuzzy guard it. But if you want to be brave, I would go for the sidestep right. I mean, if he does hit you, you're not really risking much. I would just go into block, because in that right Flamingo stance, the only thing you can really go for is a low that can knock you down. It's extremely risky, and if you do block it, you die. So if you're feeling a little spicy, go ahead and go for the sidestep. It shouldn't cost you that much. Left Flamingo stance, back 3. Power crush. Do not try to step. Do not try to duck. This is where that fuzzy guard comes in. If you do block it, you do get a -12 Punisher. And if you fuzzy guarding correctly, you should be able to cover a quick mid and a slow, not a quick mid, but a slow low, well, fast low and a quick mid. Sorry if I'm getting my words a little messed up, man. I'm not used to being on the mic. Left Flamingo stance, down forward, 3-4. Another power crusher. You can sidestep this to the right, but the second hit will catch you. I would advise to step the first hit and interrupt with something quick like 11 frame move, 10 frame move. Although you can jab during this and be okay and be able to block, and it's -14, so you can really get some hefty damage. If you're low, you can launch forward. If you're it's not a character with 14 frame launch, I can't think of it at the top of my head, but some characters can't launch. Kazuya can launch for this, but I'm not good enough to do that. So again, another risky move that's coming out of left Flamingo stance and also in his neutral stance or orthodox stance. But you can't interrupt it with a low. Left Flamingo stance 2. Sidestep to the right. I will go for something quick to start my offense, like a jab that'll leave me at +1. But be mindful. Look where his feet are. It transitions to right foot forward stance, and that's where a lot of his dangerous options come in, like back 2, 3-4. Very mix-up heavy. Left Flamingo stance up forward 4. Very risky. But this does track to sidestepping right, so I would advise you sidestep left, or just block it. If you block it, again, very risky, -14. Get a nice punish. Most characters can knock him down for this and start their offense, so very risky for Hwoarang. Left Flamingo stance, back 4. Sidestep left. Very safe option for Hwoarang, but again, it's a big whiff, so he can get launched forward. As you can see, -15. That wasn't even an electrical God Fist, that's just a regular God Fist. So definitely sidestep hop kick or sidestep down forward 2 for the safer option. Left Flamingo stance down back 4. This move is extremely annoying. It's a quick low. It's -12 though. You can sidestep it. I wouldn't advise it, but you can sidestep it. And look where his legs are. It leaves him in right foot forward stance, where again a lot of his dangerous options are. So be mindful. That's the thing I see in the matchup with versus Hwoarang. A lot of people don't pay attention to his feet and what stance he's in. Right Flamingo stance. A lot of people don't use this stance often. It does have some great tools, but most people prefer the left Flamingo stance. So if they're in right Flamingo, they're going to end up trying to transition back to left Flamingo. Right Flamingo stance 4, -14. Again, certain characters can launch. Most characters can knock down and start their offense. Very risky for Hwoarang. Right Flamingo stance down forward 4. Sidestep left. A great lockdown tool by Hwoarang. Great lockdown tool. If you do block this, do not press buttons. I highly advise don't press buttons. And notice how it leaves you in crouch if you block it. So there's only one way you can step, and that's right. Right Flamingo stance forward 4-4. High. Duck the second hit. I wouldn't advise trying to step this at all. And if you do block the first hit and they do nothing, I would advise to backdash. That's just my conclusion. I wouldn't try to challenge that. Right Flamingo stance, back 3. This is a launcher. Don't want to eat that, at least a high damage. It's -10, kind of cheap. But easily sidestep to the right. Again, for a character like Kazuya, you can get knocked down and get his offense started. So for this matchup, doing right Flamingo stance back 3 is extremely risky. Right Flamingo stance down back 4-4. Again, that one tool that he has in right Flamingo stance to get that knockdown and start his Okazemi game. If you block this, please launch him. If you do not, you're giving him an open invitation to do it over and over and over again. It's essentially his version of a hell sweep. Extremely annoying to deal with, but you can also fuzzy guard it, so you can still keep yourself safe from the down forward 4. Right Flamingo stance 2, also another move that you sidestep to the right. Notice it leaves him in orthodox stance this time, so it leaves him back in his regular idle stance. So stepping this and going for your offense is also very good. Something simple like a jab, maybe a 12 frame move here and there. But most likely a jab, something that'll keep you in plus and keep you guessing. Right Flamingo stands forward 3. Big whiff. Get a launch punish. It's also safe on block, but his turn is over. Well, also go, but if you're feeling saucy, go for the step. Get lots of damage, and then again knock down and start your offense. Right foot forward stance. Some of the best tools are in this stance right here, or southpaw stance. Right foot forward stance, forward 3. High, good move. I wouldn't advise pressing buttons after that, but you can sidestep it to the left. Most of his moves in right foot forward stance will be sidestep to the left. It's a very strong move, and look where his feet are. It leaves him in left flamingo stance, so he can transition into other things like 3-4. Be cautious. Right foot forward stance, 3-4. Mid high. Duck the second hit, is also sidesteppable to the left, and look, it leaves him in right foot forward stance. Right foot forward stance, but right flamingo stance. I'm sorry for the mistake. When you're fighting Hwoarang, pay close attention to where his feet are and what stance he's in. That gives you a good indicator of where his options may lie. Right foot forward stance, forward 4, forward. Plasma blade. -11. Sidestep left though. Most characters can get a mix up out of this, some plus frames, or a knockdown. So take advantage of that. It's less risky than back 3, but again, you can get sidestepped and launch forward. If you're feeling spicy, I would go for a knockdown low. I wouldn't go for it often though. Right foot forward stance, down forward 3. Homing move, do not step, but if you do block, his turn is over. You can start your offense with a jab. Down forward 1 to check to see if he's ducking. Maybe a statue kick low if you're Kazuya, or a quick low. So pretty much when he does that, his turn is over and your turn starts. Right foot forward stance, back 2. Be mindful of this move. It leaves you in crouch, but you can also sidestep to the left. This move leads into a mix-up that you have to guess on. Very strong move. Also, his 2 from right foot forward stance is also strong. Plus frames. Do not press buttons. Just frame skyrocket. Can sidestep left. Extremely safe. Not press buttons. Do not eat this. This does a shit ton of damage. A lot of Hwoarangs like to go from down forward in orthodox stance into a just frame skyrocket. This shit hurts like hell. Do not eat this. You will eat a backlash and probably a good maybe 60% of your health. Right foot forward stance 2 and his strings. All these can be sized up to the left. The extension I'm showing you can be punished. That 2 he does, I believe, is +3, +4. Do not quote me on that, but I do believe it's +3. I do not advise pressing buttons on that. Extremely strong move. But as far as Hwoarang goes, though, long as you're paying attention to his feet, you should be able to understand what options he has available, what stance, well, not just his feet, what stance he's in general. You should have an idea of where he can do and where he's going to go. The character is not as scary as people make him out to be once you start to break him down and look at all the options he has in his stance. This character used to give me a lot of trouble, but now I'm starting to understand what I can and can't do against him in certain situations and certain scenarios. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video. Had a great time making it. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love making character guides, or I want to continue making character guides. Is there any character you would like to see? Please don't forget to leave a comment on it. And please, by all means, comment on what I can do better in this video. Thank you for watching and have a great day. See you next time.